And today's random comment goes to Jessica. How do you get 2 villagers in that tiny space on survival? I get that question often enough that I should probably make a video about it. Not that people actually ask me many questions on my YouTube comment section anyway, but as you can see behind me, we have a small 1x1 space on top of some lava, so we'll either trap the villagers up there or they're gonna have a nice swim. Once you master the art of trapping villagers, you can make something like this, which is a villager breeder, and therefore you can transport them out with the minecart down there, and so on and so forth. And once you actually have something like this, then you don't need to worry about how to trap villagers into a small enclosure anymore. But what comes first, the chicken or the egg? So we actually got to figure out how to trap villagers like this in the first place. And this tutorial is available on my channel, by the way, so do consider subscribing. So we're outside the villager breeder now. It's absolutely worth it, and I'll show you why. I click this button, and a villager comes out, gets trapped in here, and this is where I actually give him a profession. I'm gonna press this button, and he gets sent into this zombie. Wow, that was fast. He turned into a zombie already, and then we're gonna send him to the next station. Press the button here. He gets sent to this station over here where we cure him, and then afterwards, we send him to our trading hall. Now, once you have a system like this, it's just amazing. But to get there, I mean, baby steps. We need to trap a villager into a small space for a villager breeder, and I'll show you how. So first things first, let's talk about the various methods that we can use to transport villagers from one point to another. And okay, so you can simply push them around, and I mean that's it's not really effective, so we'll show some different ways here. You can use a boat, so we'll grab that boat here, and pistons, and a lever. Well, basically you can just use a boat, that's fine as well, but that's the first method. And alternatively, you can just lure villagers around using a profession table, for example a blast furnace, which I'll show you in a bit as well. And you can also use rails, which is probably my preferred method, just because it's a very controlled environment. You know exactly where they're gonna be, and it's just satisfying. I like things that are satisfying. So in order to do the rail method, I do recommend having some glass and some dirt as well. Alright, let's get to it. So let's start with something simple first. We're going to bring a villager out, and we're going to bring him to higher ground, like the Red Hot Chili Peppers title. So that block of iron pillar there, that's where we want to go. Moving villagers up or just towards one destination, it's quite the affair. Now, we're going to do this with just 2 things. First of all, we're going to use a profession table, in this case a blast furnace, and we're going to use a boat, just in case the villager goes to some spot that we don't want it to. So we'll just break this first, and as soon as we break this, he's just gonna wander around just randomly, which can get pretty annoying, but that's what they do. That's what they do. So I'll break that. And the first lesson is actually trapping a villager. So before he actually moves around to random spots, just try and place a boat near him, which can be unreliable, but you can push him to the boat as well. No, if he's not doing that, quickly grab the boat. Best to use a tool, run up to him, and yeah. As you can see, working with villagers can be one of the most frustrating things in Minecraft, and honestly, it probably is. So, no, don't stand there. So, okay, alright, he's in the boat, great. Okay, so method number 1, boat and profession table. So, I'm not in a good position, but as you can see, you can actually row your boat on land, and this is going to be extra challenging because the villager wandered off to this direction right here, and there's lots of obstacles. Can I actually go through here? I'm going to try. I think I can, so we'll just go through. Okay, and get as close as you can to the ledge that you want to climb, the hill or the blocks, whatever you want to call it, and we'll stop right here and get off the boat, of course. And what you want to do is just place a profession table up above, and you can do so before breaking the boat. So I'm just going to put it right here on the pillar, which is where we want to go. And then, as you can see, he picked up the profession, and the first thing he will do once we break the boat is actually walk towards that profession table. So we're gonna break that, grab the boat quickly, and as soon as he gets up here, yeah, we want to trap him again. So okay, okay, there we go. So we managed to put him to higher ground. So step 1, Done! And I did mention earlier that we can actually use pistons to also bring villagers to higher ground. I don't like this method, but I know some people use it, so I might as well explain it. So next challenge, we're gonna bring this villager all the way up there. And yeah, why are we using iron blocks here? Because I can. And how did I do it? This back there, that's my iron golem farm, and well, that was just basically advertisement for the channel, so if you haven't subscribed already, do consider subscribing. So first things first, let's start with something simple. How do we get him while he's still inside a boat from there to here? So I saw this on the internet. I think it was on Avomance's channel, so full credit to him or whoever invented this, because honestly I don't know. And pretty simple, all you gotta do is just break this piece of dirt here, place a piston facing upwards like so, and then put a lever right next to it, ride the boat, and then you'll want to just go up to the wall, hit it like so, go next to it, and grab the lever up, and then ride the boat again, and yay, we're up. Hooray. I mean, I think there's easier ways to do that, but maybe if he's a really important villager, for example, if you've locked in some important traits, maybe you don't want him to ever leave the boat. So, I mean, this is a valid solution, I just don't like it. But how do you actually move a villager from here all the way up there? Or for example, like I saw in some guides, like if you want to go from here to up there with a boat, you put a piston here, a piston here, a piston here, a piston here. I mean, oh my gosh, that is a long process. So you know what, I'm gonna change the challenge up a bit. We're not gonna go up there because I think it's a rare situation to actually go all the way up. Let's do something more practical. So I'm gonna go back down. We're gonna backtrack a bit, waste all our effort. Because I mean, why not? Moving villagers is the funnest thing in Minecraft. I can't think of anything that's more fun than that. So start by just digging some dirt down here. Just a few blocks deep should be fine. So we need to go 4 blocks up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to dig 4 blocks down. 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And what we want to do here is just place pistons on top of each other. I think you know where I'm going with this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And we'll put the dirt back on one side so we have an easy path to get there. Now we'll ride the boat and we'll go to this piston here, just navigating rather carefully. Maybe I should break that block here. Get off the boat. Alright, grab your levers. So start by putting it on the bottom block. No, that's not what I meant to do. Who cares? I'm just gonna raise the bottom one. The top one will break. Okay, and then he's up. Great. That's as intended. Another one. Okay. Wow. I like this one actually. I haven't seen this on YouTube yet. I know it's probably there. This is the internet, guys. You can find anything on the internet. So I know I'm not the first one to do this, but yeah. Okay, and finally. Oh, that one didn't work. What happened there? Once more. Oh. Now that's a mystery. Alright, screw it. I can't get him to go any higher, but you get the point. You just use a piston after piston after piston and then another piston, and yeah, that's it. So, you just pull blocks outwards. If you're a bad driver like I am, maybe just do 2 blocks like so. And yay! We're not exactly where we want it to be. I want it to go all the way up there, but I'm lazy, so I'm not going to redo the video. I mean, you get the point, so you can try and get it higher. But, I mean, this is not the method that I recommend anyway, so yeah. So we're going to place that villager in there, but we're going to use a method without rails first. We're going to use rails later. I mean, you saw the rail method earlier. It's super precise, it's super useful, very reliable, so I do recommend sticking around. But for now, let's just do the simple things because, well, when you start off in Minecraft, you don't always have all the goodies. So we're going to start off by placing blocks all the way from here towards the spot that we want to place our villager to. Okay, so you actually want to stop right here. Why? This is how we're gonna actually get that villager down there. So I am going to place blocks on this side, and finally we're actually gonna leave a hole just that size, just enough for the villager to go in. Now, if you think the villager will actually walk here on his own and go down there, it's not gonna happen. They're very unpredictable, just like humans. So what you need to do is, well, a bit of coercing, a bit of trickery, and a bit of understanding the villager mechanics. Now, villagers can walk wherever they want to, and most of the time they walk to spots that you actually don't want them to go to, but one thing that they cannot do is go 2 blocks high. So, for example, if I set up a wall here that is 2 blocks high like so, the villager will never be able to actually jump out. So that's exactly what we're gonna do, and we'll want to make it a little bit wider on this side. And if you want to go stingy on material, you can actually just do it like this. I mean, you don't need to cover the bottom part because villagers are too tall to go through that bottom bit. Okay, great. So we have a path going into that spot where we want the villager to go. So what's next? What we want to do, first things first, is go grab the villager. I'm gonna use my favorite method, and I'll place a blast furnace right over here. He's grabbing the profession already, and what we want to do on this side, guys, is make an enclosure. So I'm gonna build some dirt blocks on this side. Remember, they can jump up, so be sure to cover things out of blocks. Okay, so I replaced everything with glass. It's a lot easier to see now, but same thing. Okay, so build an enclosure, So, right, 2 blocks high, we'll make an enclosure like, well, I guess like something like this. And okay, this is something that you can't leave behind, because what will happen is the villager will just jump here and then jump up. Yeah, they're totally gonna do that, so we'll just dig this piece of dirt here, dig that piece of dirt. So this area is secure already, and then we'll continue on the other side. I like to just, I don't want to be too stingy on this first area. I mean, blocks are free if you use dirt, not if you use glass, but yeah, so just leave this area a little bit open just so the villager can easily pathfind to it, and just be ready to close it off as soon as he actually gets in there. Now we're gonna break that boat, and hopefully he walks there straight away. If not, trap him with the boat. So okay, I have my boat with me. Follow him around, make sure he doesn't go anywhere else. If he goes into that enclosure, great, just shove him in just a little bit. Okay, you go in there and quickly close it off. And okay, I mean, you get it, right? Oh, he might jump up, Okay, so this is easy enough. I mean, you can already see that we can actually push him down there. I mean, if you want, you can just bully him around, just push him all the way there. But after a few shoves, it just doesn't work reliably. And we'll use that profession table to lure this guy all the way here. I gotta be careful, because the way I set that lava up, honestly, I think I'm gonna fall. I have a good habit of dying, and I think I've died in almost every episode now, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's give it a shot. And what you want to do is just place that profession table. Well, if you place it over here, I guess there's a chance the villager might jump up and, you know, go out. So, okay, I'm placing glass on top of this area here, so that if I place the profession table here, so that he, you know, so he won't jump out. He's coming. We can do this. Well, that's not fun. That's not fun at all. No, go back there. Okay, I want him to go back here because I actually want to prove a point. So, let's see. Will he still walk here? Yes, he is. Oh no, that's a disaster. No. Alright, so I just figured out another way to do this. I haven't actually tried, and I don't know if this will be effective or not, but I think we can use water. So, let's place some water. Okay, that seems to work. Just pick the water back up. Water again. No, okay. This is kind of fun, actually. So, constantly put a stream towards wherever we want him to go. Oh, wow, that's nice. This is a cool method. I like this. Oh, I think he can jump up if this goes too high, so be careful. You might want to build this a bit higher, and I don't know if you've noticed, but I actually put glass blocks down there. So I think we can just keep doing this, and eventually... Oh, I'm gonna fall in there. Eventually he's gonna fall down. Yeah, so... Hey, no. There. Okay, and, well, honestly, you can just shove him in. Yay! That's villager number 1, and that wasn't too hard, right? Okay, so that's the various methods that you can use, and again, alternatively, you can just place a crafting table here. Remember to roof it up a bit so he doesn't jump up. The villager might walk there, and then you just need to give it a little shove, and you have your first villager trapped in the enclosure. Okay, now let's talk about the method that is by far my favorite. It's just so satisfying and very reliable. The rail cart method. This is very reliable. It took me tons and tons of testing. I think 12 hours of it. Very frustrating at first until you actually figure out the mechanism. So, yeah, this video will only take a few minutes, but the knowledge took like maybe 12 hours to make. So I would appreciate that subscribe and a like. Do it now. Anyway, so this is where you want the villager to drop, right? So you sort of want to build a platform around it with tracks, and things that you're going to need is a powered rail, because that's the thing that makes the minecart move. You'll need one minecart, obviously. You'll need an activator rail. This will eject the villager. You'll need some, well, you don't need regular rail if you have powered ones, but if you're a cheapskate, you can use the regular one. Well, actually, they're cheaper. I would highly recommend using it. Some glass. I think you need glass, but maybe not. But just use glass, to be honest. That's what I always use for some reason, right? But maybe I'll test it without glass. We'll see what happens, okay? So we'll try without, and you'll need some block. Okay, so we're actually gonna do this from the final step to the first step. So, you know, the end goal first, the activator rail. So this activator rail, when a minecart passes through it, it's gonna kick off the passenger to the right side. Now, if you do this from the wrong direction from this side, it's going to kick it to the right side from this direction, which means the villager will fall into lava. Not the ideal situation. So, we'll build a track from here to somewhere over there. And I mean, that part is pretty easy. I don't think much explaining needs to be done, but I'll show it anyway. So we're gonna build this way here, and we'll just go down. Okay, I've built the stairway already, so just use regular rail. Then you'll want powered ones on the way down, otherwise the minecart will have trouble going up. You don't want to start a slope after a curve, so just add a little bit of a powered rail leading into the incline over there. And we'll continue on with some powered rail here as well. Okay, so that's part one, and there's still some challenges left. One, how do we make sure it falls down there? And two, how do we actually trap the villager inside the minecart? So one at a time, we'll do the end goal first. So up we go to this spot over here, and this is how I usually build it. So we're gonna place blocks around an area, and basically we're gonna cover up everything except the spot that we want the villager to go to. Let me give an example. So right now the goal is to get that villager down there, right? But let's say, what if you were making a trading hall and this ugly dirt block here is where you want the villager to go? Now you can use the exact same setup. And to be honest, this is the setup you want to use anyway, because we're actually going to trap the villager here. We can't actually eject the villager to the right side to this hole. For some reason, it just doesn't work. You actually have to cover this block first. If you try to just eject him there, he will go anywhere else, but not down there. So we're going to place a temporary block over here, something that is easy to break. And then we'll start placing our other blocks that will enclose this area. So for example, let's use iron like so, like so, like so. And again, you don't need to cover the bottom blocks, but people just get confused if I don't do that, so I'm just gonna cover it like so. Right, so now we have an area where the activator rail will actually shove the villager to this side. But is that enough? No, because villagers will do anything in their power to disappoint you and just to make your day awful, so the villager will jump to the other side, I almost guarantee it. So what I would do is just literally cover everything up like so, and just a little bit more like so, and like so. And this block here, you'll want to put glass on here and there. The reason why we placed glass on this side is so the villager literally has nowhere to move, just that one spot there. And yeah, we'll place one more over here. This looks like a nice office building, to be honest. And we need a way to power this. It's gonna be a bit difficult. I need to go from down there. You know what? I'll just break these. So shift click onto the side. So we just need one down there, right click, and that's now powered. And place your blocks again on that side, and this is almost done. Okay, so you just need to power these as well. Just place that anywhere, flick the switch on, that's already on, great. And finally, I think we need to sleep first. Okay, so let's just imagine you're in a village and you want to trap this villager. He's just walking around randomly. What you want to do is just try and trap him as close as possible to the rail tracks that you've set up, but you don't have to trap it that close, to be honest. Alright, he detected that and he's gonna walk closer. I need my axe. Okay, I'm gonna... You know what? Here is fine. That is close enough. What you want to do is just quickly try and trap him. Just build blocks on top like so. And he's trapped. Great. Okay. The next thing you want to do is try and make this area even smaller. So what I'm gonna do here is... Oh, no. You do not hit villagers. No. Okay, that's bad. Okay, so we're gonna do that again. Just pretend you didn't see me hitting that guy, because hitting a villager is just bad. It's really bad for trades and whatnot. Okay, we're gonna try and trap him again. And okay, great, we trapped him. And hopefully I don't make that same silly mistake again. Okay, so place blocks and just keep trying to trap him into one side until he's in a 1x1 cell. Okay, right, okay. Almost. I mean, this is enough, but let's see if he will actually move just a little bit closer. Again, never hit a villager. That's, you'll get really bad trades. You don't want to do that. Alright, here's another trick. Build one layer higher, like so. And then you're gonna jump into the party and then just push him to one side and quickly place blocks. And now he's in a 1x1 cell. Great, okay, we've trapped him. That's a lot of trouble just for one villager, but you know, that's just the way it is. So we're gonna break that block down there. And the next thing we're gonna do is we need to reroute our train tracks just a little bit. So we just need to break this one here. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put some powered rail right underneath the villager. So, okay, I'm gonna go from the other side. And I think I can break this block. This one I can break, yeah, so we can just go a little bit closer. Place rail tracks from underneath him like so, okay. And I think that should be, you don't need too many, but I mean I have lots, so I'm just gonna use them. And then you just add some more rail tracks on this side and this side. And grab your lever, and I'm out of levers. Apparently I have 13 like right on my hotbar. I just didn't realize it. Get blind sometimes. Anyway, don't forget to switch this on and then just double check, because when you're moving villagers you don't want anything to go wrong. So double check this is on, great. And then you'll go this way and okay, you already have another set of rail tracks. This is on because I already have a lever on the other side. And then you check the path going up, that's already on. Go all the way up and make sure everything is set up correctly, all the blocks covered. And as you can see, I actually screwed up. I forgot to place the blocks here, those two glass blocks that I had earlier. So this is the reason why you should check. Like, there's just so many ways you can screw up when you're doing this villager thing, and trust me, Newton's law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong, especially if it has anything to do with villagers. Okay, so all you gotta do now is place your minecart over here and just give it a little shove, and the villager will start moving. If you're feeling a bit nervous, you can back off a little bit. Place your minecart over here, push it. Okay, I'll push it a bit more. No, okay. I'm gonna break that and we're gonna restart the process. Wait, where's the villager? Okay, alright, minecart back. This is the thing about using solid blocks. I'm not sure if they can go through. We'll give it one more try. I mean, we might as well. I always use glass, but let's give it another try. Okay, go. Yeah, that didn't work. So, try and use glass. Wait, alright. I gotta replace them blocks carefully. Here's the thing now. If you go on and just destroy these blocks, the villager will go out, so take extra care when working with these buggers here. So I think I need to place a block underneath first. So I'll break this. Okay, and I'll temporarily put dirt here. There's already a block up top, so he can't climb out. And then I'm gonna break this. And then I'll put glass over there. The cat's being noisy back there. And then again, you'll want to do the same thing on this side. So I'll break this down there. Alright, and then I'll place dirt temporarily. I'll break this one here. And then I'll put glass, and I think things should work this time. Alright, so you break the block underneath, place your rail again, powered rail, and then go to the other side, break this, connect it, and alright, hopefully it should work this time. Alright, give it a push. Great, see, glass is the key. Glass is the key. So let's follow him up and make sure that he actually goes in. Yeah, I forgot. I didn't dig a hole. I didn't actually dig a hole there yet. So yeah, this works perfectly, but believe me, if you did not have that block down there, and I'm talking about this one here, he'll actually be stuck on this side. It just gets really annoying and very unpredictable. This, for me at least, and just to my discovery, is probably the best method so far. For me. I mean, I'm sure people have figured out better ways, but this is my way. So, aim towards that dirt block, and in he goes. I accidentally gave him a whack. You shouldn't do that, so be careful with that. So, yeah. That wasn't too hard, right? That, honestly, when I was learning this was terribly hard. But once you get the hang of it, it's actually not hard at all. And now I have 2 villagers nicely placed over there. I think I will leave them there. I'm gonna figure out something. I'm gonna do something with them later on, but not now. Yeah, and remember, if you place a villager out in the open, it might get hit by thunder during bad weather, so for good measure, always cover up the top with 1 block directly above them. So literally when I just finished recording this video, I think I figured out a really cool way to move villagers. I mean, I'm not gonna claim that I'm the first to discover this. I don't even know, but I mean, I just had this idea while I was having a poop in the bathroom, but I mean, that's when great ideas happen, I think. This requires 2 pistons, 1 lever, and just lots of blocks. Okay, so this cart real quick, and we'll put him... No, wrong. In, okay, great, he's in. Okay, so here's the method. Try and bring the villager a little bit close to a ledge, and try and center yourself on a block, like for example... Yeah, here's fine, this is a pretty good spot. Get off the boat, and then what you'll want to do is just dig underneath the boat just a little, like so. All right, okay, and we'll place a piston facing upwards. The best way to do that is just to jump while shift clicking and hitting downwards. That'll make it face up. Okay, and then we'll stick that lever there, push it up. Okay, you know what, I think you'll only need 1 piston, to be honest, so grab another piston and place a dirt block down here first, jump and hold shift and place another one, and then you'll do that again, and then break that again. Just keep repeating this process until you're clear of any obstacles that might be there. So I'll do this again. Okay, it's facing up, push it up again, and I'll just use my second piston because yeah, just to make things faster, and I'll grab both of those. Okay, we need to place the next piston, so I'm gonna raise my elevation as well, put that there, and then just do that, and then we'll do 1 more like so. Am I clear from obstacles? Yes, I think I'm clear from obstacles, so I think that's enough. Get yourself level with that boat, and you'll want to start just building a bridge in front of that boat. Okay, we've built a bridge, and once we get close to this villager area, just leave a hole as usual. So something like, oops, not that one. So something like that will do. Just build a little bit of an enclosure on this side, 2 blocks high, of course, as usual. Okay, we have an enclosure over on this side, the boat on that side. I think you're an expert by now. If you've watched this far, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm gonna do here. We'll ride the boat all the way there. Be careful on the turns. Go inside the enclosure and then leave the boat. I hope I don't fall down. Okay, that's great. Close off this enclosure and then we'll break the boat. Okay, and alright, you already know what's gonna happen here. So I'll just coerce him a little bit, and you know what? I really like this method. I think this is really cool. I'm not sure if it's on the internet yet. I think it's my second favorite one after the rail method. And before you go, I would love to advertise the other stuff that you can find on my channel. I actually got all the best enchants in-game just from making a trading haul. We also have this really sick looking iron golem farm that looks like a modern villa but produces tons and tons of iron. Anyway, that's enough advertising, to be honest, and thanks for stopping by at the channel, guys. I appreciate you guys watching up to this point. Do say hi in the comment section below. I do always like to see new faces, and that's always, well, it's a good motivation for me. So with that said, I hope that was a good video. I guess it was alright, but yeah, hope to see you guys next time. MassBro signing out. See you guys on the next video.